Hello and welcome to Money Time at Money9 English. I'm Ajay and it's time for your personal finance updates for the day. First, IT giant Infosys has allotted shares to its employees under two different schemes. This will increase the ownership of employees in the company. Infosys has given shares to attract, retain and motivate talented and critical employees. Infosys' decision has come at a time when IT companies are deploying cost-cutting measures to fight looming threat of recession in the world. Infosys had even cut variable pay of its employees in April this year. Wipro asked its employees to sit for exams to continue working. Other tech companies have even fired employees during this uncertain situation. In this scenario, Infosys' decision will give relief to employees, and other IT companies must learn from it. Well, if you use RuPay plastic cards, then this news is for you. Well, you are no longer required to enter the CVV number while making transactions. This feature will be available for those citizens who have tokenized their cards. This feature will not be available for those who have not tokenized their cards. Last year, the Reserve Bank of India had made it mandatory for its citizens to allow online merchants to ask customers to tokenize card transactions. They are no more required to enter the whole 16-digit debit or credit card number. Now, citizens will also get rid of the hassle of entering the 3-digit CVV number. Apart from RuPay, Visa has already implemented the CVV free feature on its plastic cards. And now moving on to the large street, FIIs have been investing thick and fast in India's equity market. All of a sudden, they have been investing dramatically over the last 2.5 months. Before that, they were largely net sellers of equities in the last financial year. FIIs inflow has taken a U-turn and it has continuously increased investment since March of this year. Talking about the current month, they have been buying shares worth 8,643 crore rupees in April 2023. Before this, they were net buyers of equities for the month of March also. According to experts, FIIs have been net buyers because of the recent correction in the market. Sectors they are investing are financials, capital goods and autos. According to experts, FIIs inflows is expected to remain robust in the coming times as well. The reason why they have again turned bullish in India are the lower chances of further rate hikes by the US Fed, strong domestic macro outlook and good earnings season. Moving on to inflation, wholesale price index-based food inflation has fallen in negative territory for the first time in nearly last 3 years. April 2023 WPI has come at 0.92% in negative. Inflation has fallen consecutively in the last 11 months. A negative WPI inflation is technically termed as deflation. Inflation has fallen due to the fall in prices of commodities, leading to a fall in prices of food articles. Prices of cereals, wheat, fruits, milk, egg, meat and fish have declined over the previous month. Fall in WPI comes in line with the easing of April retail inflation, which came in at an 18-month low of 4.7%. Ladder Up Wealth Management MD Raghavendra Nath said the fall in WPI is likely to have a positive impact on retail prices. Now, you will be able to trade with only 10 shares in a single lot in futures and options contract on Sensex, while on BankX, you will be able to trade contracts of just 15 shares in a single lot. Earlier, traders would have to trade more number of stocks in a single lot, but BSE has reduced the number of shares with which you can trade a single lot of futures and options contract. This will deepen liquidity in the stock market, and adding to that, the contracts will expire on Friday of every week instead of Thursday. Both Sensex and BankX are indices of the BSE. Moving on, if your smartphone has been stolen or you have lost your phone due to your own negligence, then this news is a must for people like you. From May 17 onwards, people will be easily able to track lost or stolen smartphones in the country. A new tracking system is ready in the country, using which police will be able to block and track those smartphones which have been lost or stolen. Police will be able to track those smartphones whose IMEI number has been changed, because the government has made it mandatory for telecom service providers to link the IMEI numbers with phone numbers of the smartphone. The moment anybody changes the IMEI number, Police will be able to track that smartphone with the help of telecom service provider. Apple already has a system to track lost mobile phones with the help of the Apple ID, but major issues have been around Android mobile phones. With the new system in place, it has become easier to track Android-based mobile phones as well. And up next, mutual funds collection through fresh schemes have fallen 42% year-on-year in FY23 and have come just above 62,300 crore rupees. According to experts, people became reluctant to invest in NFOs in FY23 because of factors like highly volatile market and FPI outflows. Mutual fund collections have fallen in the fiscal despite of fund houses launching more number of NFOs in FY23 than what they did in the preceding year. Gopal Kavali Reddy, head of research at FIIs, said that all NFOs are not the same and have their pros and cons for investment. According to him, an NFO has no performance record which retail investors can research and decide to chip in or stay away. Kaustubh Belapunkar, director at Morningstar, advised investors to invest in NFOs only if they offer something unique and bridge a gap in their existing portfolios. Most investors are best served by continuing to invest in similar existing funds with well-established track records. And moving on to technology, Oppo has kickstarted its pre-orders of Oppo F23 5G smartphone on Amazon. The 64-megapixel smartphone is available at a price of 24,999 rupees on Amazon. The 13-megapixel camera smartphone is available in gold and black shades. It sports a 6.7-inch LCD screen, runs on Android 13 and has a 32-megapixel selfie camera and 5000 mAh battery. The smartphone houses 8 GB RAM with 256 GB storage capacity. And the last one on the cards, silver ETFs are once again rising and shining as an asset class among investors. If you look at the NSE data, then that will give us a better picture. As of March 31, the total assets under management, which is the AUM as they call it for silver ETFs, stood at 1,792 crore rupees. Now this is only a small portion of the overall 5.07 lakh crore rupees AUM of ETFs in India across categories. Experts opine that it's an easier opportunity to hold the metal in an electronic format than have it physically. In fact, they went on to say that silver was more in demand for industrials. As of March 31, there were 7 ETFs. So that's it for today here on Money Time at Money9 English. Download the Money9 app and stay tuned to Money9 English's YouTube channel. This is me, Ajay, signing off. See you again at the same time tomorrow. Until then, take care and good night.